in the book, The Art of War, there's a saying which says victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. So how important is this, playing these mind games, mental warfare? The biggest test of this in your career came up when Khabib went against Conor McGregor, right? Is it mandatory? Is it important that you have to do everything you can? Because if you can actually win the fight before you even get there, that's the best thing possible.
Yes, it's the best thing possible. I don't use the art of war because I don't like doing that. But I know when it's being used, and I know how to defend against it. Which was what Conor was doing to us. But I don't tell my guys, go taunt that guy, go do this, go do that.
But it helps?
No, it helps. If you want to be the jerk and you want to go out there and you want to piss the guy off, and yeah, go ahead and touch those buttons. But I just...
Why not give them all the tools that they can to win?
I just don't feel it's right.
It's not ethical.
To mess with the head. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. So I could teach my guys to do that and touch the buttons, press the buttons and this and that, talk about the country, talk about their family. It's just dirty for me. It's not real fighting, like a real, we're going to the death, it's a sport, and as a sport, I'd rather respect the sport, but acknowledge when somebody's using art of war and then defend against it. You can defend against it if you know it's coming, but I'm never going to use it.
Is it mandatory for every fighter to at least build up that defense against it?
No, we never even really talk about it. I don't think a lot of people don't even realize it's being used. I do because, I see it, it only came up with Khabib because I knew Conor uses it. I watched what he was doing, how he builds it up, and we defended against it, but I haven't really seen too much anybody use it to that extent. I haven't. Because think about it. He used every dirty thing in the book he could do. He really did, and as a result of what he did, look what it caused, Still to this day, they're not cordial. They won't be cordial, hopefully one day they can be, but not at this particular stage, So it's because of that what I'm talking about. It's a sport. That right there, using that kind of art of war, that doesn't make it a sport. It makes it war.
This is where the entertainment aspect comes in, right? We were talking about it earlier. Yeah.
As an entertainment aspect, okay, fine. But leave religion, leave countries alone, leave families alone.
There's some lines.
Be entertaining. Yeah. You know who I find very entertaining? Topora. Really, he's not challenging somebody's mother and father, and he's doing funny things. What did he just say? He talked about Crawford. I'll knock Crawford out, blah, blah, blah. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. I like what he's doing. Keep doing that. No problem. He puts his name out. He didn't say nothing about his mother. He didn't say nothing about his religion. He talked about Crawford, So keep it like that. That's not art of war. That's just good trash talking, So this is different for me.
It's such a, I don't know where I stand in this debate because that fight, Conor and Khabib, it got so many people involved. You could argue that the whole surge in the Middle East was also started after that fight because so many people got interested because of everything Conor said about the country, about the religion as well. So
100%.
One of the positive externalities that the UAE's then become so much more invested in.
That was a blessing in that regard, So, but I still prefer not to be used.
I get it.
But it was a blessing. It was a blessing, and at that particular time it happened when we were gotten bombarded and throwing beer at each other and everybody swearing at us. And I'm thinking, our life's over. We're done. We're finished. And at the very end, Khabib's telling me he's sorry. I'm sorry, coach. And I said, hey, don't worry. Something good is going to happen out of this. But in my mind, I'm thinking, what good could happen out of this? The next thing you know, Putin calls him like 10 minutes after that. And he says, tell your coach they did a great job. Your coaches, not your coach, your coaches. And from there, things changed for him. And the commission fined him, I think, $1 million too for that infraction. His cousins and Zubair and them, Khabib paid all their fines. But at the beginning, I was like, but then look what happened. Look where we're at. Look, the Middle East has become a hotbed for MMA. And Khabib became an icon. And he's iconic. And he's iconic because you tell me right now, right at the top of your head, Give me one MMA fighter that does good for people. Give me one.
Maybe Dustin.
What does he do? How much does he do?
No idea.
Yeah, no idea. If you asked Khabib, what would you say? You would say quite a bit, wouldn't you? Because why? Because he's the only real, true superstar that we have in MMA. Not that we don't have other superstars, but he's the only true, iconic superstar. He's the only one that's actually doing good for the world as best he can. He's actually fighting for the world as best he can. Whereas others, they're just fighting for themselves and doing some things here and there. But nothing to the magnitude of what Khabib does. Because he's special. It's the bottom line. He's just special.